good evening, and welcome to Tuning Forks with Pat and Matt.
And today we will be learning how to use a tuning fork and what a tuning fork is used for.
Traditionally, tuning forks have been used for musical instruments, such as a keyboard of a piano, or the most popular, the Rhodes piano, which has hammers hitting constructions working on the same principle as tuning forks.
Alright, and also a tuning fork is used for medical uses. They can access patients' hearing. Low-pitched ones are used to check vibration sense and part of an examination of the peripheral nervous system. They also play roles in alternative medicine, such as sinopuncture and polarity therapy.
Breaking news! Tuning forks are also used in chemistry and physics classes.
Alright, the uses of how to use the tuning fork. You have a tuning fork and you have the striker. To use it, you hit it with the ball of the striker, and you hit it at the tip of the tuning fork. And when you hit it, this vibrates very fast, if you can see it. And it makes a high-pitched noise because it's smaller, and has a frequency of 512, which means it goes back and forth 512 times per second. So, he's going to show you the next one.
This next tuning fork is the second smallest in our set. Now this frequency is 480, which is pretty low, pretty high, So, as he's demonstrated before, the ball hits right here, and that's how you get your frequency and the high pitch going. And I'll demonstrate right now. See? That's how it goes.
This is the frequency of 426.7. It vibrates 426.7 times a second. So, it's a little duller than the 480 as we did before. And it's longer. And as you can see, you can actually see the vibrations this time a little bit more clearly because it's less. So, Matt will tell you the next one.
Okay, this next tuning fork is 384 hertz. And now watch as I hit this. It was a bad one. There we go. Now, pretty neat how you can see it, right?
Alright, the frequency of this one is 341.3 hertz. And it's a little bit longer than before. And it's a lot lower pitched. But you can see the waves a lot better as you can see it vibrating. So, that's pretty good.
This next one is 320 hertz. When I hit this, it will be a much lower pitch than it was before. Pretty hardcore, right?
Alright, the frequency of this one is 288 hertz. It's a lot longer, more lower pitched as the first one that we had. But you can see the vibrating a lot better than the first one because it's moving a little bit slower. Actually, a lot slower. So, here we go. As you can see, it's vibrating. And you can actually see it now.
The final one in our set is 256 hertz, which is a very low pitch. Now let's hear it. Pretty good, huh? And if you look carefully, you can see it somewhat moving and vibrating very fast. Pretty good.
Good night.
This ends our broadcast.
Good night.